Is that working? Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. I think that you can hear me. Hopefully you can. This setup looks horrible. I know. My Twitch studio crashed, so I had to switch over to OBS, and I'm still trying to figure it out because it's very weird. But I do see that only getting audio in one ear. Oh no. That's weird. Is it still doing that? Tom the Giant is here. Hello, Tom. I appreciate you stopping by. If the audio is still doing that, oh no. Horrible. Dream Cartographer is here also. Hello, Dream Cartographer. Are you getting audio in only one ear as well? If so, sorry. But I guess there's just some troubleshooting issues. You are? Oh no, I really don't know what to do about this. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me. As you see, this stream looks very weird. I'm still getting used to it. WildZooGuy is here. Hello! And you heard Bunker 421. Well, okay, cool. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out about the advanced audio properties. Advanced. Input audio. It says left, right? Both. Let's see. Will this work? We'll see. All right, so can you guys hear now? Okay, great. Yes. Okay, I'm glad. I don't know what was wrong the first time. Great, 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 great. Yeah, like I said, I'm new to OBS. This setup looks kind of weird to me, and I really don't like how this is. I want to customize it better. I couldn't even make my credit screen like I wanted to. OBS is very weird, but I guess it'll take some getting used to. It is way more customizable than yeah, so I just put it on mono. That's the funny thing. I just put it on mono, and that must be what made it work. There was no way for me to make, like, so there was like the left and the right, and then it was in the center, but it still wasn't working. So then I had to click the little mono box next to it, and then everybody said they could hear. So, yeah, that's weird. It's really weird. Yeah, my mic must not be stereo. Yeah, okay, cool. Yes, so, yeah, new emote. Yes, we have new emote. Yeah, so what we're doing, we were just trying to read through some articles for World Ember, but I don't know if there is anybody, any World Anvilite beans online for me to read their articles. Some of them wanted to be present for me to read the articles. I'm not going to be able to do it the way I was doing it in summer camp, where I was streaming like every day, and some of the streams are like 7 hours long. I can't do that. In fact, I'm going to have to get off of this stream very soon, but I did want to stream anyway because I said I was supposed to, and it seemed like everything was making where I couldn't. Suddenly my Wi-Fi just started cutting up. I'm like, I don't understand, but okay, we're going to try to stream as much as possible. This setup is very weird. I have weird shadows on me. Yes, new emotes. WildZooGuy is using all the new emotes. But yeah, we are just gonna go to, so if you guys don't even know what I'm talking about when I'm saying summer camp, this is what I'm talking about. World Anvil. World Anvil is an awesome, cool site where you can world build and you can do lots of cool stuff with characters and games and like TTRPGs, video games, novels, whatever you do, you can put your world into World Anvil. So I do a lot of World Anvil stuff lately. the challenge is a New Year's resolution challenge for 2023. You're supposed to make an article about what you plan to do for your world, and you are supposed to, read other people's articles as well and get inspiration from them. So you are supposed to, tell what inspired you and what your resolutions are as a result of reading them. Personally, I don't really do New Year's resolutions, but I still do have New Year's goals. So also there is another, there's something weird on my camera screen. There we go. I do have some new things in the chat. In addition to new emotes, we do have new purchasable items. So let's see what we have. You can read my article, please. If you have something that's not a World Anvil article, that's okay. You can still redeem that. Because I don't think any Anvilites are on. Well, I know that Dream Cartographer is. She has an account on World Anvil, but I don't know if you're participating in World Ember. I think she was working on a novel, and it's really exciting. I'm excited to see the rest of it. But yeah, you can redeem that, and I can read other stuff because there's no Anvilites that we're doing, World Ember, I don't think, are on the stream. We do also have the regular things that we have per request. If an ad appears, you can ask me to pause. I can celebrate random stuff. There is also the New Year's plans. So if you want me to try to plan to do something for the new year, feel free to redeem that one and suggest something. But do know that it's not a promise or a guarantee. It's just a suggestion. So I will try to do it if it is reasonable. Then we have the emotes you can unlock. You can have me do random things. I can tell a funny story. Co-host can do something. I can sing something. Someone can say something. Someone else would. My current main character. You can activate music. You can hijack the stream. And all of the stream hijacks are back to their expensive prices, which isn't too expensive, especially if you are if you're subscribed. You earn those wisps pretty fast. So a lot of subscribers hijack the stream a lot. And then that's it, I think. Oh yes, and there is a lovely Valentine's Day stream goal. So if you want to contribute to that, you can, and I will just dress up and I will do a fun Valentine's date on Valentine's Day on stream with you guys. Hijack a stream. Yes, Tom wants to know what that means. So basically, that means if you go to the, channel points, you can see different things. Like, you can hijack the stream, and like, if I am right now reading World Anvil articles, then you can say, I'm tired of World Anvil articles. I want to play Among Us or something. So then you can hijack the stream and purchase the sus hijack, which will derail the stream and make me play Among Us. Then you can also hijack the stream and turn it into an art stream, which Josiah Source did sometimes. He likes to draw comics and stuff like that. So he was drawing, so he said, you know what? I want her to draw too. So he hijacked the stream. I had to bring out my drawing tablet, and we drew some art. So hijacking the stream sounds a little ominous, but it is fun, and it just means derail whatever I'm doing and make the stream turn into some kind of other stream that you want to see. There's also hijack stream, what is it? Go crazy, yes, where you can suggest something if you don't see it on there. But like I said, it's not a guarantee I'm going to do it, especially depending on what it is. If you want to hijack the stream and say, go outside and run, I'm like, no, I can't do that because I cannot bring my computer outside to run. So within reasonable means, if you want to hijack the stream, that is there for you. Yes, that would be hilarious. What? The Among Us? Yeah, it is funny. If one time somebody we were reading stuff and somebody said, we will write. We want to hijack the stream and do a sprint. So then we had to stop reading and we had to start sprinting or typing out our words. Do a flip. Yeah, that's weird. I don't think that I can do a flip in this confined space. But yeah, that's the kind of funny thing. You could try to suggest I do something. But yeah, if you say something like do a flip, I might find a way to do it. But usually it's like hijack the stream, as in make the whole stream turn into a different kind of stream. Like if you wanted to turn into a gymnastic stream, I'm like, no, I don't think that's gonna happen. But yeah, that's basically what it is. And it's just for fun. You could just get me to do something that I'm not doing right now on the stream. So, anyways, we are talking about the. You were kidding, obviously, of course. Ruby Owu is here. First time chatter. Hello. Are you writing for D&D? I see World Anvil. Yes. So basically, I am. I'm not writing for D&D personally, but World Anvil is a site where you can write for D&D. Now, I do know that the D&D community is going through some drama right now. But TTRPGs, World Anvil, awesome. And yeah, I understood that reference as Tom the Giant, and I do think I do too. Cause was it like on Spider-Man, do a flip? You Spider-Man from YouTube, do a flip. I think that's what the reference is. I'm sure there's probably more references. But anyways, yeah, exactly. But yeah, World Anvil is for writing D&D and all kinds of other TTRPGs. You can also use it for writing novels, which I am doing. I have lots of different, like, it's not just a novel. It's so much, like, in a world. So that's what World Anvil's for, writing full worlds. And yes, if you would like to join World Anvil, please do. I'm going to put it in the chat. And that will take you to my author page, but you can sign up yourself and do cool stuff. If you participated in I'm about to say summer camp, World Ember, which was the December world building challenge, you're supposed to write 10,000 words of world building in December. If you did, that's great, and we, you know, are gonna read some of the articles from that. Ruby says, I got curious about if there was a writing category on Twitch. I just got off my PC for a 4-hour writing session. Whoa, congrats! That is a long time. Now, if you care to share, please let me know what you were working on. Were you writing for D&D as well? Or are you writing a novel or whatever you're writing? That's very commendable, that achievement. 4 straight hours of writing. That is amazing. So feel free to share whatever you were working on. And yeah, we're just here chilling, hanging out, and writing and talking about writing. So feel free to share if you'd like to. If not, no worries. Right now, I'm just going to go to my reading challenge article. So I did manage to write just over 10,000 words for World Ember. And they have these cool certificates this time. And yeah, I did this with your guys' help because I was streaming and writing. And I thank you guys for being here as I was writing. So I'm glad that I did do that. I didn't do as much as I wanted to, but it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. And I am very proud and happy that I was able to get at least 10,000 words. Now, so we are supposed to do like a little summary thing. And basically, oh yeah, if you want to read along, I will put that in the chat as well. But I'm not going to bore you guys with this. I basically said here that I didn't do all the stuff that I wanted to do, but I will share some highlights of things that I was proud of. I made significant progress on team building, and as WildZooGuy was talking about earlier, I did make a On the Way to Bunker 421, which is a teaser to help me to get back into that. I really want to finish the whole team building choose your own adventure style thing that WildZooGuy and Dream Cartographer have been playing it on stream, but it's not even done. So you guys, thank you for helping me test it out, by the way. Ruby says, I was writing lore for stuff. I don't want to be super specific. It's not bad in any way. Just the context sounds very self-promotion-y. No problem. It's okay. We're here to share and support each other. So if you want to, you can. But if you don't want to, it's totally fine. But if you want to, don't be afraid of sounding self-promotion-y. It's great. I encouraged people in the chat to share what they're doing because we like to support each other. Tiberian is here. Hello. Congrats. He says for OBS. Yes, I have switched over. And yeah, this setup does not look like how I wanted to, but it's a good start. And it's going to take some getting used to. It is. But I see how this is way more customizable than, you know, Twitch Studio. And there's so much I can do with it. I already like you see right here, the little thing that's moving, that. I like that. I don't think that was in Twitch Studio. So there's so much stuff that I can do with this. I just didn't really have time to explore it, but I am glad that I switched over. So thanks to everybody who suggested I switch over to OBS. I want to say Teletubby, but it's not. Teletolumbi? Teletolumbi? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but you say greetings. Greetings to you as well. Thank you so much, first time chatter. Let me know what you guys are working on. We are just hanging out, talking about Twitch Studio and OBS, and talking about some, I keep saying summer camp, don't I? World Ember, which is a writing challenge, world building writing. I loved Twitch Studios, but had to switch too, says Tiberian. Yes. Sometimes when you are just holding on to it because you're used to it, that's what I did. And I was like, I don't want to switch all that over. I already have everything over here. But then it took for it to crash, and I just lost everything anyway, to make me think, oh, I might as well try OBS now because there's nothing to lose. I already lost everything on the other side. Tiberian, yep, okay. Ruby says I was writing VTuber lore. All I'll say. Oh wow, interesting. Yeah. So you're like a Twitch streamer probably, or you do other things. VTubers. I am somewhat familiar with VTuber, not fully, but I'll give your channel a follow. Teletolumbi is right, but you could call me Teletubby if you feel like it. Aw, yeah. Oh, I see. You do have the Teletubby emotes on your channel. Nice. Following you too. Did you crop your camera capture? No, I didn't. See, that's the problem as well. This, I feel like it's not like, if you notice the this thing under here, I did that because I couldn't get the camera the way I wanted. I'm sure I can. I'm sure there's a way, but I just didn't have time to fully explore. But like I said, this probably is not going to be the permanent setup at all. Next time you guys join the stream, you're probably going to see it totally different. And I thought that January I was going to have full new setup, and actually January is probably going to be every time I stream, new setup until I find something. Alt click and drag. Alt click and drag? Okay. I don't know if I could try it right now. Alt click and drag. That's not working. I'll try later. Thank you though. Yeah. So I appreciate you guys joining, by the way. They're not showing me some of the stuff they showed me in Twitch Studio, but it's okay. It's probably because I just don't have the setup there, and there's probably things that I can change, but I just haven't done it yet. But yeah, thank you guys for all joining. We are just going over this World Ember achievement article. I'm glad that I did manage to get over 10,000 words on stream with you guys, and this is just the achievement article and my plans for 2023, along with my inspirations that I am supposed to, have from other Anvilites who made articles. Unfortunately, I don't have any articles here because I did not read anything yet, which I have to start doing that really soon because it ends. Ruby says, fun hanging out. Look forward to catching your next stream, but I must head to bed as you have to work in 9 hours. All right. Have a blessed one and get some good rest. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you, Ruby. And I did follow your channel. Tiberian says it was hard to find, but I'll click and drag holding down at the whole time to crop. Okay. All right, great. I will keep that in mind. Now, I will say this stream also is missing something. So I don't know if people are following me. I don't know if people are, subscribing because I did not have that notification there. And someone is supposed to say obligatory associate and stuff, and he's not saying anything because unfortunately he can't say anything right now. I will try to get that back up later, hopefully. I don't know if anybody followed me or not, but if you did, thank you. And I would have said thank you, and you would have seen recognition on the screen. Unfortunately, you didn't because this is a new setup, and I did not have everything set up properly yet. But thank you to everybody who's following. And if somebody did subscribe, thank you so much. But if not, no worries. Thank you for just joining. You can make sure you're on the item by selecting it in your list items on the scene. Yep. Okay. Thank you. I will make sure to reach out to you also in like Discord or something if I do need more help with the OBS because it is quite daunting. And I know that you've been using it for a longer time, so you probably know some tips and tricks. And I really do need to reach out because there's some things that I'm like, what am I doing? What is this? But yes, thank you. I appreciate you helping. Yeah, I feel weird because there's no notifications here. I'll try to add them soon. The stream just isn't the same without notifications. Anyways. Yeah, so I was telling about the things that I was proud of doing last year technically now. If you guys have something you were proud of doing last year, feel free to drop it in the chat. Tiberian says, off to church, see you later. Oh, have a blessed one. Thank you so much. I appreciate you stopping by, Tiberian, and enjoy your service. Vision board looks so cool, says Dream Cartographer. Oh yes, so yeah, so I was proud of doing the team building thing, but I want to do more. Nellendale Mansion, I really want to do more of that. The murder mystery is almost done. I just need to kind of put it there. Trouble Beginnings, I was so glad that I was able to do the first chapter of that. Chapter, I say, but it's really just like part because it's only 3 chapters and it's way more than just like a small chapter. I called it the wrong thing, but anyways, it's a trilogy. Then I was glad about summer camp. I got Human of the Match, which was very honoring. I'm so humbled. It's very humbling, and I'm so honored. That's what I'm trying to say. To have been considered a Human of the Match by streaming all those articles from everybody. Everybody thought that I was a great member of the community. So thank you guys so much for sharing your articles with me. And that did help my Twitch channel to get more followers. I'm so proud to have over 200 followers now. That's another thing I'm glad to have accomplished last year. Then we have, oh yes, the intern for Christmas. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing about that, but that was like the last thing I did last year, and that was like probably one of the most epic things that I did because it was literally like an hour-long audio drama movie, and I got even a donation, 3 donations actually towards the goal, and I am so thankful to those people who did donate. Then my vision board is here. So whiteboards on World Anvil are so great because you can do so much with them. And I thought, I mean, I think I saw this from somebody else though, but I can't remember who it was. So I thought, maybe did I just think of this or did somebody else think of this? If somebody else thought of this, thank you for your idea. I um I appreciate your idea. Oh, Megalodork is here. Hello, Megalodork. Thank you so much for joining the stream. You did ask, did, okay, do I write interactive fiction? Yes. So that's kind of what team building is. We just talked about it a little bit, but team building is an interactive fiction article. Dream Cartographer and WildZooGuy did try it out live on the stream, and we, went through it, and it's very cool. I just didn't finish it. I need to finish the article, but basically, this is how it is. So there's an introduction, and then we have a play point. They can play. They can look around. And yes, there are audio elements to this, and that's one of the reasons why it's taking so long to do. Then we have so many things you can do, and then you can click accept or ignore, and then you get skipped to a different plot point, and you figure out what happens and stuff like that. So yes, that is one of the things that I really wanted to finish. Let's see, Megalodork says, I'm writing a board game, and I want to make an interactive rule book. I wonder how I would go upon that. So a board game with an interactive rule book. So are you imagining the rule book being printed out, or are you imagining the rule book being on a digital see, that's another thing about this. Is my camera flipped? I feel weird. I'm pointing over here when I'm supposed to be pointing over there. I'm gonna do something. I feel like this is not how the setup was at first. But anyway, sorry about that. I just switched from Twitch Studios to OBS, and things are weird. But yeah. Let me know what you're working on. A board game with an interactive rule book. So that sounds very interesting already. But like, do you want the rule book to be online and you can click around and go to different places, or do you want the rule book to be physical and then it's like turn to page this if this, turn to page that if this? However, which way, it sounds very interesting, and I wonder, interactive rule book for a board game. So is it like you roll the die, you land on the red square, and it says, if you landed on a red square, turn to page so-and-so of the book? Like, I'm not sure if that's how it is. Please do let us know how that is, because it sounds very interesting, and I would love to learn more about that, because it sounds really cool. I don't know if it will be a physical copy. Yeah, so it doesn't matter if it's physical copy or digital. We can still try to go and make it, but I'm just wondering, it's a rule book, right? So is it like when you land on a square, you have to turn to that page in the book and something happens to you? Or is it just like, it's a tabletop RTS? Role-playing game, I'm thinking, is RPG. RTS, is it roll to something? I'm not sure what RTS is. Maybe my brain is just not thinking. Sorry. But if you would like to explain further, feel free. Yeah, but it does sound interesting. Whatever it is, that sounds very cool. And I would love to learn way more about it if you would like to. Oh, real-time strategy. Thank you. Teleotumby, sorry. Telitolumby, yes, sorry. Thank you. I appreciate that. A real-time strategy game. Cool. I like strategy games. So I'm imagining, because you're saying an interactive rule book. So when you land on a space, something happens to you as described in the rule book, I'm thinking, probably. If that is not the way that it goes, feel free to elaborate further. But if that is the way that it goes, that's really cool, and I think that yeah, that's doable. As long as you have the board game planned out already, you have all the spaces and stuff like that, then you will know how many pages you need the book to be, and you can go from there. But yeah, it is quite daunting to write interactive fiction. Ooh, Teletolumbi is short for teleport to Lumbridge. Teletulumbi. Teletulumbi, then. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. That will help me to be able to pronounce your name. I appreciate that. Megalodork says, I was thinking it will have RPG elements, so you get to pick the path of your general, if it's a female or male, the name, and depending on the path you take, she has special abilities. Yes, I like that kind of stuff where you choose your character and they have different powers and abilities because of what you have chosen. Um, so the game is always different. So you can play the game as several different characters and always get a different outcome. That is so cool. So maybe on the page, um, you know, you will say, if you are this character, this happens. If you are that character, that happens. But like I said, it is daunting to make interactive fiction, and you have to kind of map out everything and map out all the forks in the road and map out the big picture, and it can get very hectic. But I do wish much success with that project, and if you do need help, feel free to reach out because, um, yeah, my advice would probably be to outline the choices vaguely. Like, you don't have to go into too much detail, but like, take one step and then say, this happens or this happens, and then take that step and then this happens. The rule book is buffs and debuffs for your general, and the trading card element is buffs and debuffs for your soldiers on the battlefield. Wow. Okay, cool. So it's a board game with interactive fiction, choose your own adventure elements, and trading card elements. That sounds like a very interesting game, but yes, I do understand how it will be very challenging to make because um, it's a lot and there are a lot of parts to it. But yeah, I've a long time ago, I used to make board games and card games. Me and my siblings used to make board games and card games, and we still have lots of ideas for them. And yeah, it's possible. It's really possible. And your premise sounds very interesting. So I would love to be able to see chess with extra steps. Wow, that's a good description. But I get it. So you're a general, and you're leading your soldiers. So then there's battle soldiers, and then there's trading cards for the soldiers and stuff like that. That's so cool. I would love to see it in action as well. Do you have any kinds of like beta game that you made? Like, have you drawn out the board? Have you um, used like regular playing cards just to represent what those are and just kind of did a test run of the game? Um, if not, no worries. But that is a good thing you could do to help yourself to be able to, envision different things and to help yourself play test with other people so that they can see, things that could maybe be added or things that it could be, improved upon in the game. But yeah, that sounds very interesting. And let us know what the game is called. And we would love to. The game is literally 24 hours old. I wish I had prototypes. I'd be playing it now. Oh, wow. So that's a new idea you just birthed. Very cool. Um, well, the good thing is it's in the beginning stages. So you can, um, map out things as you go. And yeah, it's the fun stage where you're like, okay, great. Let's get all the stuff. But don't burn yourself out about it. Just make sure you write down the important things so you don't forget them. And then we can start, working on it. Based off of a book idea you had. Yeah. Like a lot of times, I think of stuff like that too. And I'm like, it sounds like this could be a book, or it could be a video game, or it could be a board game, or it could be a movie, or, and it's like, I just think of so many weird different stories and stuff. So, very great. That's awesome. And much success with that. Feel free to let us know what the game is called and keep us updated on its progress. I do know I'm part of a Discord server that tests board games and card games. Working title is Morningstar Champions. Nice. Sounds so cool. Yeah, I'll try to let you know what that Discord. I'm part of a Discord where they beta test board games and card games, and they share advice with each other. So that might be a nice one for you to join if you're not already joined. Yeah, so I can share that with you later. Or if I have it now, maybe. I don't know if they have it where you can publicly share. Yeah, I'll find it. Okay. I'll find it soon. Yeah. It started off as a Superman clone turned into a gladiator arena and then became a war game. Whoa. That is quite a transition. Yeah, so. Oh no, you know what? I cannot zoom around the screen because this is not a touch screen. Do I have to do it the boring way to fit? There we go. And then we'll have to zoom in to different sections. So this is my my vision board. It's still a work in progress. But these are things that I plan to accomplish in 2023. If you plan to accomplish that game in 2023, it would be great to, map it out and have the vision board so that you can be able to see all the different aspects of the game and stuff like that. I used World Anvil's whiteboards to create this. But yeah, it is a guild member feature. So if you don't have Grandmaster or above, I think, then unfortunately you can't use whiteboards, but that's okay. I also like to make, vision boards with, I use like word processor. There's like Canva, I believe people use sometimes to make vision boards. And you can even do one in person like people used to do, old fashioned way. Get the big poster board, cut out magazines, stuff like that, and tape it, glue it to the board. A WildZooGuy says, my vision board is overbearing. Oh, well, it's okay. If you have a lot of things on your vision board, it's fine. Do remember, though, don't burn yourself out. If you think you want to do a lot of stuff this year, but you cannot, then, it's a vision board. It's just a goal to set. But do set realistic goals. Don't try to say that you want to do everything in 1 year because it can't happen all the time. But yeah. Well, okay, a lot in the chat. Who are the brothers Yule? Yes, they are from Finish It Dream Cartographer. They are the brothers who run the Finish It podcast where they play Choose Your Own Adventure books. And I was thinking it might be cool to share a Choose Your Own Adventure interactive fiction game with them. Megalod Dork says the basic premise was that 5 kingdoms of a race called Lumens picked a champion where they fight of Dawnbreaker, which is basically leader of the species. Interesting. Visual stimuli aren't very effective for me with aphantasia, unfortunately. Oh, yeah. Understandable, Telly Tulumbi. Yeah, sometimes if a vision board doesn't really work for you, it's okay. You can still either just write out goals. That's good. Or just, you know, take different title of. It's okay. Great. Let's see. For me, I'm an exceptionally visual person. I find it more complicated to conceptualize with text. Sorry, I'm not reading. Yes, the title of Dawnbreaker. Oh, are you talking about the game? Yes, so Megalodork says they fight for the title of Dawnbreaker, which is basically the leader of the species. Makes sense. Yes. So for some people, vision boards help because they show you, you know, what you're doing and show you what you're aspiring to do. For some people, lists help. You can just write a list of the goals you plan to do. That can be effective. Some people just would rather not write out goals, and that's okay too. If you don't want to write out a goal, it's okay. But sometimes if you just want to kind of have something in mind, it's good to either write it down, draw it, or like make a little mood board for yourself or something like that to just help those visions and goals stay at the forefront of your mind so that you can work towards them. It transitioned into a board game. The goal is to balance the game and make a prototype. That's goal 1. Yes. So that sounds like a good goal. It would be great to like write out what each of the aspects are and how they work together, because I hear you have a board and then you also have an interactive manual and then you also have trading card elements. So that's like 3 different kinds of games. And to help yourself to, realize how you're going to do it, you should probably put together how these 3 different aspects work separately and together to make one game. So it's not like you're just playing 3 different separate games. Going to get a hold of a friend to brainstorm ideas soon. Nice. Brainstorming is great. And hopefully that session goes well. With me, I like to do vision boards sometimes, but I also like to add words because sometimes just pictures don't help me. I know that some people are different. Some people want to see a picture. If they just see words, then, that doesn't help them to envision. But some people do have they do want to have words and they want to have pictures. So I have pictures a lot of the times, but I explain what those pictures are because sometimes the pictures are not self-explanatory. So let's see the stuff that I have on here. I do want to release chapters 2 and 3 of someone's origin story, which is Troubled Beginnings. And I saw World Ember and remember the Emberer. I nixed that idea. Oh, that's interesting. I see a picture that's not accurate to the one I envision in my head. I don't like it, says WildZooGuy. Yep, so a lot of times I know WildZooGuy likes to see exactly as he imagined it in his head. If he puts like a fake thing there that isn't exactly how he imagined it, it's not helping. Portmanteau of Ember and Emperor. Emberer. Oh, interesting. Wordplay. I get it. Nice one, Megalodork. Yeah, so for some people, having a vision board doesn't help because the pictures that they can put on the vision board don't actually look like the pictures that they're imagining in their head, so that just kind of throws them off. But the good thing about this age is we have Google Images, and we also have something that I know WildZooGuy likes to play around with AI. AI is weird a little bit. It's a little controversial. It's a bit scary sometimes, but it can help some people. So if you want to make a vision board with AI generated images, feel free to do that too. If you don't, no worries. Like I said, you can make lists. You can make pictures, or you can just do nothing. And since you have something in your head, you can just do it, you know. Some people don't want to put it on a paper, they don't want to put it on a board. They just want to have it in their mind, and then they know what's in their mind, and they're okay with that. I personally like to write stuff down because my brain has so much stuff in it. Sometimes I'm scared that I will forget stuff. But for some people, it's in their head, it's in there, and they don't care. So just go do stuff. Like if you just have it in your head, you know what you're going to try to do. And that could be enough for you. So yeah, it's a great time though at the beginning of the year to just at least think of some of the plans you want to accomplish. Um, Even if you don't write them down, and even if you don't list them out in a board. Um, is this the detective spy book that you did? Yes, so this is my current project that I'm still working on. It's called Secret Agent Someone. And I did release the first chapter, which is just like the first part of a 3-part series of his origin story. Part 2 is almost done. Should be, hopefully, released in February. And then part 3 should be coming soon after that. I wanted all 3 parts to come out last year, but guess what? It didn't happen. It's okay. Not going to worry about it. It's a new year, and we're going to do new things. Telly Tulumbi says, I enjoy using AI. Yes, AI can be very interesting and enjoyable to use as well. Secret Agent Someone is so cool. Oh, thank you. I was in here before a long time ago, but I changed my name. I think I know who you are. Did you still have something about Megalodon? You were like Megalodon. Were you the one working on that Sun comic book? Something about the sun? If that's not you, then it's okay. But I was thinking that it seemed like that was you, and I was like, I don't think his name was Megalodork. But I thought that was you. Yes, I thought that was you. All right, welcome back. Because at first I was like, it's not saying it's a new time chatter, but I don't recognize the name. But I do recognize kind of the talk. So I'm thinking, is that him? Probably. Yes, I was right. All right, cool. Welcome back, and thank you for stopping by. And I see you have lots of new ideas, which is awesome. Sometimes I have so many ideas as well. And it's like, what do I work on first? And that's why I just decided, like, I think it was like 3 years ago now, surprisingly. Um, I decided to actually, I'm still working on other stuff as well, but I decided to, devote most of my time and attention to Secret Agent Someone. And that is, kind of what I'm doing now. I've been working on this project for a long time, but I have several hundreds of other projects, and sometimes I still do post short stories and stuff from them as well, but my primary focus is Secret Agent Someone for now, and I'm thinking that it's better if I focus on one thing at a time, because if I don't, I'm just going to publish several short stories of all the different hundreds of ideas, and then I will not ever have a fully complete novel or anything like that. So that's why I'm kind of trying to work on this only, but I have several other ideas as well, and sometimes we can explore different things. U.com has got cool AI, says Megalodork. I will try to check that out as well. And Megalodork also says, I have 50 billion ideas, write them down, go through a rabbit hole, and don't like it, so I scrap a lot of them. Aww. Well, I understand that feeling too. Personally, I don't usually scrap ideas, but there are times where like I have written like chapter 1 of something, put it on a site, and like 2 years later somebody says, are you going to make chapter 2? I'm like, I forgot about that. But yeah, I totally understand that too many ideas thing. And yeah, creative brains are sometimes, they're good because you come up with a lot of ideas, but they're kind of overwhelming at times because you come up with a lot of ideas. So much success with the ideas that you do choose to stick with. They do all sound very interesting. So yeah. The other things that I plan on doing is this murder mystery. Of course, you guys know that I've been working on that. My brain is a prison, says WildZooGuy. Aw, Sending hugs and love to you and prayers. I do know that sometimes it can be, because sometimes you're thinking of all this stuff and you just feel like, I can't do it, but I want to, but I can't because it's too much. So I do get it. I do the same thing with poems I've written and music projects I've started. I blame autism. Well, it's okay. I have a lot of music and songs. Excuse me. I have a lot of music and songs that I've written, and I just like ever since I was 7 years old, I've been writing hundreds of songs, and I never really showed them to anybody. Sometimes it's like because the music, I want to make the music a certain way, and I either can't or I don't have time. And then there's some songs that I have out there that are funny. But yeah, I really do want to also get into the music more this year. It's not on this board because this board is for Secret Agent Someone project, and I have been making songs for that, but they're not like singing songs, they're just instrumental songs. But I do want to do more of my own music this year. I, you know, I don't know. I might not. I've been saying it for a long time, and for some reason, I just never get into it. But, you know, uh, busyness and stuff, and, but hopefully I can. I don't know. I might. Um, yeah, so the other thing is like the murder mystery that we've been working on. I want to do that on Solve This Murder, which is, if you know Escape This Podcast with Bill and Danny. I want to run that murder mystery with them, and hopefully that will happen. They are now running a new murder mystery, which has just recently entered the public domain, but they kind of alternate between public domain mysteries and original mysteries, and usually Danny will usually write them, but now Bill has been writing his own, and he's pretty cool. But I wanted to know if maybe I could guest on there, because there has never been a guest on Solve This Murder. Usually it's just Bill is the detective, Danny is the one who writes the mysteries and runs them. Lately, just one time, Bill wrote the mystery and ran it for Danny to be the detective. I got to playtest that actually, and it was really cool. And it was fun to see how Danny differed from the things that we did in the playtest. But anyways, I would love to be the first guest on Solve This Murder and run this murder mystery for them. And they actually did the audio for it, and it's really cool. Like, they know about it. It's just that the problem is I never got done with it, and I'm like, I know you guys. They recorded the audio because they're playing Brenda and Darius Nellendale, which are returning characters. They did already the Lifestyles of the Fish and Famous Escape Room, so this is like a part 2 sequel to that. And they they did the voices, and it's cool. But the problem is, like, they did the introduction voices, of course. They didn't do the rest, because the rest they're going to be playing, and the other voices, I do need to get those together. I have some of them. I have to get more of them. And then I have to set it up where it is playable. But yeah, let's see. Catching up on the chat. I opened FL Studio, got overwhelmed, started tinkering, got an idea done to go arrangement, delete the project, and repeat, says Michael Adork. Oh, man. Yeah, so I use Music Maker, Magix, and sometimes I open it and it's kind of overwhelming as well, but sometimes I'm like, you know what, like, I try to do something, it's like, I'll just try to do something else, because, like, right now, yeah. So I totally get that as well. Dream Cartographer says first guest honors. Yes, that would be amazing to be the first guest on Solve This Murder. They have guests on Escape This Podcast, but Solve This Murder is just them, and it would be great to be on there. That would be so cool, says Dream Cartographer. It really would. WildZooGuy says, I personally find the most success by creating a polished, stable, fully realized attribute of one of my main creative projects and just build from that. Yeah, so WildZooGuy says tag them, make it happen. Yeah, they are actually, they already know. The problem is I am not ready. This has been like since last year, and yeah, yeah, they're probably waiting, and they're like, really? Come on, guys. They probably thought that they could actually run it soon. They may have been waiting. I don't know. I don't want to keep them waiting for much longer. I do see though, WildZooGuy has subscribed with Prime. Thank you, and you have been subscribed for 5 months. I appreciate that, and I'm so sorry because someone is not here to say it. You know what? I'm going to go find him. I'm finding him. I'm gonna make him say something because, and it better play too. Oh no, it's not there. Okay. I'm gonna find it. Okay. Hopefully this works. Someone wake up. This is a dream cartographer. Make him say the last line in Bunker 421. Okay, let's see. Will this work?
I know. Everyone loves me. I just wanted to hear you say it.
Alright, hopefully you heard him say it. And yeah, that is what's supposed to happen when you subscribe. So I thank you. We're just gonna go ahead and do the Bunker 421. That scared the crap out of me. Oh no! That was quite loud. I don't like it. This OBS is weird. I'm gonna have to get used to it. So sorry, Teletolumbi. All right. Let's see if we can go to Bunker 421. Because WildZooGuy likes that. Where is it? I had it somewhere here. Someone jump scare strikes again. It does. Sorry about that. That was so loud. I did not know it was going to be that loud. Let me turn this down. Maybe this will help because I don't want it to be too loud. Okay. Let's see if we can do this part. This is like 7 minutes long, but we are going to play this as requested by WildZooGuy.
Will prevail.
And who will that be?
We'll see.
Okay. That's what WildZooGuy wanted to hear. So there we go. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Teletolumbi, is your name a Teletubby reference? Says Megalodork. Yes, it is. Oh no, it's not. It says no, but people think it is, but I just go with it. Interesting. I look back on chat, it's not, but I want it to be. Yeah. Well, I see you have like Teletubby emotes and stuff. Is it because your name was already that and then people said it so much that you just said, you know what, I'm going to embrace it? Probably. Teletolumbi says that scared the crap out of me. It's okay, I needed to wake up. Sorry. Yeah, we'll see. WildZooGuy loves that part. I have no idea. Okay. Yes, so you just fully embrace the Teletubby since everybody already said it. Well, that's great then. Teletubbies are cool. I like them. But yeah, in addition to that, I want to... So this was a proud moment when I got the donation. There were actually 3 donations. One was for like $10. One was for like $20. And then the next one was for like over $400. And then my goal was met. So I am so thankful to all the people who donated. G donated, World Keymaster donated, and it was Macaroon Granola who donated the most. And I appreciate all of those beans that contributed to my goal to help the intern for Christmas become a reality. Yeah, so that was amazing, and I'm just so honored to have actually achieved a goal on Ko-fi, whatever it's called. And hopefully I can, keep up my Ko-fi and, you know, get more donations. Maybe, I don't know. I appreciate everybody who contributes, monetarily and just being here in the chat. That was so cool and particularly menacing, says WildZooGuy. The sheer chaotic tone in his voice. Yeah, so that was that was funny. If you don't know, sorry, I'm sorry, because guess what? Some of you guys don't even know what that was. I'm going to put that in the chat. It's the newest thing. It is 2 Bunker 421, and this is a teaser to the interactive fiction I was talking about earlier. If you want to see the whole thing, watch the whole thing, feel free to check that out. It's like almost 8 minutes, and I'm not going to bore you just sitting on the chat, listening to that. Sometimes we do watch parties or listen parties on chat. But yeah, I'm about to have to go soon anyways because I have to start work. But if you guys want to check that out, feel free to do so on your free time, and it's quite fun and silly. I know WildZooGuy and Dream Cartographer already listened to it. If you want to listen again, feel free. How did you build this? It's insane. What? The vision board? I'm pointing the wrong way because once again, I think the camera is flipped and it's annoying me. Someone get that man an Oscar. But I'm tink, says WildZooGuy. Indeed, says Dream Cartographer. Yeah, he's really nice. John McNally is the guy who voices someone, and he does a great job. And usually, I write the scripts with like guides and cues to tell like when he laughs and when he says stuff and different things in his voice. This time, these were tweets like for the VSS, which shout out to Shy Red Fox, Amy Winters Voss, for that. She always hosts these awesome VSS challenges, and I hope to be featured in her new upcoming zine, In Threads. I've been in all of the editions of In Threads zine so far, and I quickly rushed to do something this time, because I don't want to skip an edition of In Threads zine. I want to be featured in all of her zines. So, yes, she's cool. The VSS collab. I'm going to send you that. Check her out, please. Shy Red Fox. No, we'll go to the VSS collab page, and it's a Twitter challenge where every day in the month. Oh, that was her profile. Every day in the month, you write a new tweet. See, this is her page. She's cool. Shy Red Fox, aka Amy Winters Voss. And you write a tweet, a little story tweet, with prompt words in it. And that is what this team building to Bunker 421, it was including all of the prompt words. So let's see what the chat is saying. The whole idea feels like a cool ARG for a movie. Yeah, I would like this to be a movie. I would, but I'm just making it a book and stuff as I can. And the, voice part is cool. I like it. Did anyone play the Riddler game from the Batman movie? What do you mean? Feel free to elaborate. I'm not sure what you mean. Are you saying like a game that the Riddler played in Batman, or is there an actual game that we can play? But anyways, what I was saying was this time with this 2 Bunker 421, they were just tweets. So I said, do you want me to write out the script as I need to write out the script so you can know how to say the stuff? But I think that you know the character, and I think that you're able to do it as the character. And he's like, okay, I'll try. And it was perfect. I'm like, there was nothing I had to say for him to tweak anything. He just, Awesome. Yeah, uh, like even the laughter and stuff. That we'll see. He just did that, so that was cool. Um, WildZooGuy says alternate reality games. Yes, ARG. Also, sometimes called pervasive games or transmedia storytelling, are designed to combine real life and digital gameplay elements so that you are playing the game in the real world, doing behaviors that are linked to the game. Yes, interesting. So you're saying that the concept of this secret agent someone is like an ARG? Very interesting. If so, thanks, Wild Guy, says Megalodork. Yep. So there was a Riddler game and a Riddler ARG, I guess, maybe? Or is that not to do with anything? But anyways, that what you're hearing if you're listening to the um, to Bunker 421 and you think it sounds like a game, yes, it is. So that's what I was talking about earlier. Some of you guys weren't here when I was talking about it, but this is called team building. There's a Riddler ARG. Interesting. So this is the team building. Remember when you were asking about interactive fiction? Do I write interactive fiction? That 2 Bunker 421 clip is a teaser to an interactive fiction game. So you're supposed to be able to control a character, and basically you are a base op at Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp is the company, the organization of spies that someone and Constance work at. So you are a base op, which is a boring spy who just sits at the desk and monitors stuff, and you want to do something more exciting. So General Regato, also dubbed General Rigatoni by WildZooGuy, he doesn't like someone at all. So he wants you to test out and make someone fail a mission so that he can, come down on him and, kick him out. That's his plan. He's setting up this fake mission so that someone can fail, and then he can have an excuse to show the board, like, look, this guy is horrible. Let's fire him, like that. So, Commander McCox calls someone in Constance and sends them on a mission. Someone is not convinced this is a real mission. As you can hear in the audio, he's really like, this makes no sense. I don't like this. What is this? And Constance, as Dream Cartographer said, is suspiciously dismissing all of the facts that he's bringing up. So she's like, no, don't worry about it. It's okay. It's a mission. Let's go. Let's do it, and he's like not convinced. So that is a kind of teaser to the game, and that's where the interactive fiction starts. You don't play as someone or Constance, but you play as a base operative, as yourself. Well, WildZooGuy and Dream Cartographer did test this out. It's really cool. If you want to test it out, you can. If you want to be surprised until the ending, because I did not make the full thing yet, you can feel free to go to the link anyway. It's not complete at all. I think it said I will try to get it finished up during camp. Yeah, you know what that was? Camp. Summer camp. Back in June of last year. Did I do that? No. But I'm not giving up on this challenge. That's the reason why I made to Bunker 421, to help myself feel more excited about continuing this. But as I said, Choose Your Own Adventure is daunting to make, especially when it has audio elements to it. So you go and you do this, and then you have to follow. You can choose to accept General Regato's task. If you do that, you go here, you continue. I'm not going to spoil the whole thing, but basically General Regato tells you what the mission is. You can accept it or you can decline it. And then once you go into it, there's so many things you can do. You can listen to someone in Constance. You can spy on them in the car. You can play around with their car. It's so funny. The cutscene elements sound like quite a task. They are. They really are. And that's one of the reasons why this is so complicated to do, but it's so fun. And I want it to get done, but it's just so challenging and time consuming. And every plot point, almost every plot point, has something you can listen to. So that's why I'm glad, Megalodork, that you detected that it sounds like a game, because that it really was. I want to play it, but I don't want to spoil it. Yeah, exactly. So there's so many things you can do. I'm getting out of there so I don't spoil it. But WildZooGuy and Dream Cartographer did get up to a certain point, but there will still be several things. Like, there's over half the game left that they have not explored because I have not created it. And some of the voices are even in. I just, it's a lot to put together. Um, but yeah, thank you. I'm happy that you can tell that I worked a long time on it, and worked very hard on it. Hopefully I can get it done this year for you guys to play, because it was really cool. We did a couple of streams where people played them, and Dream Cartographer and WildZooGuy were the main people that were playing it. We did more people playing it. And there are some endings that are all said and done, but there's a lot of, endings that are not complete yet. And there's so many choices. Making an interactive fiction game has so many different choices. So, yeah, that's another thing. And hard work, I can see, yes, especially with the audios. And also, I kind of coded the page. So I had to code the page where when you click a certain thing, it skips to a point on the page, and then you go here, and then it skips to a point on the page, and all that stuff. That's a lot to do. It's not going to different pages, it's actually going to different anchors on the same page. So the CSS looks like a nightmare on the back end. It looks clean on the front end. It looks like a nightmare on the back end. But I am renewed. My gusto has been renewed for it, and I really want to continue it, especially with that new thing. WildZooGuy says, similar to what I was saying about a well-polished element of a larger project. Yes. So, I still did release stuff. I released stuff, but I'm like, it's not done. So, choices are hard. Maybe I'll cut my projects short to flash fiction. Yes, that's one of the things that I like to do, because when I think, you know, the whole project is so daunting, I just take a section. It's a short story. I publish it, because if I wait until I have the whole thing, I will never do anything, honestly. It's just too much, and I edit too much too. I always go back, read through my stuff, edit it too much, read through it, edit it too much. I'm like, no, it's too much. Flash fiction. What is flash fiction? Asks WildZooGuy. Well, flash fiction is basically just very short stories, like short fiction. Yes, 500 words max is usually the cutoff of flash fiction. So, like I said, it's good to make big games, and don't think that you have to trash that whole idea, because that whole idea sounds awesome. But if you think, I can't do it right now, then it's okay if you just publish a short story in that world, and then people will get familiar with the characters. And then once you publish the game, they'll be like, oh wow, these are the games that are set in the world of those short stories I already read about. So it's good to do that. Yes. Sometimes 1,000 words. Yes. So that's what I like to do, because sometimes it's really daunting to do the whole thing. Like I said, the whole origin story of someone, I couldn't even do that whole thing. So what I did was I released chapter 1 first. Just chapter 1. Chapter 2 is in the works. Once that's done, I'll release chapter 2. And then once that's done, I'll release chapter 3, and it is a trilogy. I made it into a trilogy. You know, this could have been one set book all by itself, but I just wanted to get it out there, show people what it is. So in order to do that, I had to cut it short so that it can be ready and send it out. So that's what I like to do. Yes, I write short pieces a lot because I have too many ideas. I have too much in my head to do the full thing. Like, I can't just make a full movie. as you see. So that's why I like to release short stories, short clips, short audio dramas, and stuff that are part of a bigger picture. I always do that because if I didn't do that, I would never have anything out there. Nobody would ever see anything I do. You literally would not know that I write at all, because also, like, being a perfectionist as well is bad, because I want everything to be perfect before I release it, but the truth is it's not going to be perfect because nothing's perfect. So I just say, you know what? Make it a short story, release it. That's it. Be done with it. I was thinking I'll do bullet points and finishes piece at a time. Yes, like me, I'm that guy, says WildZooGuy. Yes, a perfectionist. It's so bad to be a perfectionist, but there's nothing you can really do about it. You just want the stuff to be perfect, and if it's not perfect, you don't want to show anybody yet. But I had to try to push that aside as much as possible, because I knew that if I didn't do that, I would never show anybody anything. So that's why I just try to do what I can. If all I can make perfect is a sentence, I make that sentence perfect and then send it out. And then once I publish it, guess what? I find something wrong with the sentence. Well, guess what? It's okay. I already published it. Leave it alone. It's good. Publish the next sentence. That's just my philosophy. I know not a lot of people like to do that, but you know, autocorrect keeps pluralizing stuff. Well, that's okay. You were trying to say you'll do bullet points and finish pieces one at a time. I think that's what you mean. Yes, that's a good idea. But yeah, autocorrect is sometimes very annoying because it's like auto incorrect because it makes you say stuff that you're not trying to say. Excuse me. But yeah, that's what I just like to do. I just like to try to do all the little things I can. And if something's too big of a project, I whittle it down to where it's small, publish it, because I just want to make sure people can see it. Some of the other things that I've wanted to work on, like I said, the team building, and if I shared that with the Brothers Jewel, I don't know if they would put it on their podcast. It's called Finish It. It's a great podcast. It's funny. They listen to we listen to them go through all the choose your own adventure books and make funny choices and stuff. But I don't know if like mine would be good for actually being on their podcast. If they could be on a stream and do it, that would be cool. Sometimes they stream as well. Or if we could just do it privately, that would be cool too. I just feel like if I showed them this, no matter what, in whatever way, I would feel proud. Have I tried anagram solving as a puzzle and riddles yet? Yes. So I like anagrams, basically scrambled words, right? So yeah, I love puzzles. In fact, sneak peek, Enigmarch is coming up. Enigmarch, if you don't know what that is, it is a puzzle making and puzzle solving event that was created last year. I was helping with the launch of that. Sarah Wilson made this kind of in the Escape This Podcast community. A lot of the Escape This Podcast people liked it. They jumped onto the idea, and basically all throughout March, every day in March, there is a puzzle word prompt. And kind of like, for summer camp and stuff like that with word building and world building, instead of actually making a story based on the prompt, it's making a puzzle based on the prompt. So last year it was so cool. I'm gonna search it for you guys. Where is it? There we go. Enigmarch.com. So you guys can check it out. It's in the chat. Yes, so basically it was just a daily prompt there, and people were making puzzles. So here's an example. Every day was tweeted out a new prompt. Day 32. Wait, day 32. Oh, never mind. That was just the funny thing, because really March doesn't have 32 days. Day 32 was quote unquote gratitude because we were thanking everybody. But like Day 31 was meta. So all of the previous days, you could make a meta puzzle from all of the other things that were created. So like this, there was note was one, map was one, and each person would make puzzles dealing with these words, and it was just so cool. And everybody was making puzzles and stuff like that. So please do check out Enig March, and it should be coming up this year as well. I have some interviews lined up that we're supposed to be releasing in February to get everybody excited for it in, March. This site helped me find a cool book about making puzzles, said Dream Cartographer. Nice! Yes, there are lots of, resources there too. And there was a fun puzzle to try to solve on the site too. I think it's still up, so you could try to find it if possible. But it might not be still up because Enig March is over for that. But we will have some new stuff to come, this upcoming March. So we're getting ready for that as well. And people have wanted Enig merch. So we have a little Redbubble shop that we're trying to get shirts and stuff like that. So that is that. But yeah, anyways, I love puzzles. I said that to say I love puzzles. Megalodork. So yeah, anagram puzzles and riddles and stuff like that. I love them. If you have some, let us know about them. They're really cool. I started to make one of the channel redeem points be a solve a riddle or joke or something like that. I'm gonna try to guess your job via how bright you are. I'm gonna guess you're a nurse. Aw, well, I'm actually not a nurse, but a lot of people think, I haven't gotten nurse before, but a lot of people think either I work in a call center because how eloquent I am, I guess, or and how I enunciate my words or something like that. I have never really worked in a call center. I've worked on the phone, but not in a call center. Oh, you work in a call center, Teletolumbi? Oh, nice. I do know that it can be stressful, especially if you're doing a lot of cold calling. So, sending all the hugs to you. You speak fluent. It's great. Oh, thank you. But I was a preschool teacher for 4 years, so that's some people think that is the explanation for my dressing up and all that stuff. But actually, I liked to dress up and be bubbly and bright like this before I was a preschool teacher. That's one of the reasons why I got into it. I am taking a break from the kiddos for now. But yeah, I still like kids, and I wanted to own my own center actually, but yeah, COVID is not a good time to start opening your own center. So I decided to, pivot a little bit and look at some other things. But I don't know if I'm going to open my own center or not. I do enjoy doing creative stuff. And like if I just stream or do fun kid things on YouTube or something is what WildZooGuy suggested maybe I do. I might start that. I don't know. But right now I'm not planning to go back into a center and work with children unless it's my own, and I don't plan on opening that up anytime soon actually. So yeah. I'm thinking you clean horse stalls. I see you possibly loving animals and horses specifically. Wow, that's nice. I do like horses, I really do, but I do not clean horse stalls, thankfully. I do love horses, but I know that cleaning horse stalls would be quite a chore. I never actually rode a horse, fun fact. I want to, and I think horses are quite majestic, and I do love horses, but I would love to, actually ride one day. I've petted horses and been around horses, but I have not ridden a horse. So that's a thing I want to probably try to do. Cleaning the stalls, I guess I could, but that's not one of the things that I'm aspiring to do. But I know it does come with the territory, of course. I do love animals. I do. WildZooGuy really loves animals, of course. WildZooGuy does. Don't tell I just think of you as a caretaker. Yes, I am quite a caretaker. Even just I like to take care of people. Like to help people a lot. So even if I'm not a formal caretaker, I do a lot of helping. So, um, I you could tell that part, and I guess it came across. So, yeah, you're right. Congrats for the guess. So yeah, you already know, says Wild Zoo Guy. Yes, he loves all the animals. He wants to own a zoo, of course. A wild zoo. He's a guy who wants to own a wild zoo. That's why he's Wild Zoo Guy. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go soon because I do have to go to work, and unfortunately, my work is not cleaning horse stalls. um, Fortunately and unfortunately, I think that cleaning a horse stall would be pretty cool, considering sometimes this current job is weird and the communication is not good sometimes, but it's okay. This is just an office job during the week. I do have a cashier job on the weekends usually. So, Megalodork says, Wild Zoo Guy, favorite animal? And then Wild Zoo Guy says, yes. Because, fun fact, Wild Zoo Guy doesn't have a favorite animal. He likes all the animals. So yeah. Sometimes he has different phases where he loves so many different, like a theme of a certain animal, but he likes all of them. While Zoo Guy says, Wordy sing something, play that song. What song? An animal song? Is it an animal? Is it like a kid song about animals? Zoo? Like the Barney song or something? I don't know what you're trying to get me to do. Mine's a lion, says Megalodork. Yes, lions. The song you're embarrassed of. What? Well, there's a lot of them. Please do tell me which one. I think I know what you're talking about. Probably. Well, if it's the one where we were in the car yesterday, and I don't know why it was even in the system, but the car shuffled, and a weird song that I collabed with happened, and everybody was jamming out to it in the car, and I was just like, this was made so many years ago. And I was singing in an echoey foyer stairwell, and it was a collab with a guy. Let's see. Animal crackers in my soup, monkeys and rabbits loop the loop. Yes, Teletubby. That is a funny one. Watch her have this beautiful voice and is ashamed of it. Well, I want to sing. I want to do more singing, but yeah. Sometimes I am a little bit embarrassed. So this is my website, guys. I can go to featured on. And let me see. I think I have it. Keep up. Yes, I was a vocalist for a song called Strangers by Keep Up. It's funny. Oh no, it's so loud.
We have been waiting for this day to come. We have been waiting for the sun to rise. So come on now, don't miss this now. There is nothing to fear, just close your eyes. I'm telling you, baby, me and you are just strangers, nothing more. Between us, there is not a thing to fear. We don't have to be strangers
Okay. Well, thank you, WildZooGuy, for redeeming that. Um, well, okay. So let's catch up on the chat. Um, yes, favorite animal is the giraffe, says Dream Cartographer. Prepare to have your ears blessed, says WildZooGuy. Called it some training and confidence. You're there. Yeah. Teletalumbi has dancing gifts, music gifts, Dream Cartographer. Mic dropped. Okay. Well, giraffes are awesome, says WildZooGuy. Yes, they are. And thank you guys. That was so long ago that I made that, and my microphone was not good also, and I was in an echo. That's when I was working at the preschool, and it was in a church, and I was in an echoey stairwell, and I thought some people probably heard me singing in there. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate the you guys liked the song, I guess. So yeah. So wow. So yeah, thanks. Whew. We are going to end the stream now because I have to go to work. But I appreciate you guys all joining, and thank you guys for being awesome. All the people who liked, subscribed, followed, and stuff. Sorry that someone was not there to talk and say it. But I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you to all the people who redeemed wisps and stuff, even though WildZooGuy made me play that song. Let's see. Finishing out this whiteboard. Clean them horse stalls and have a nice day, guys. Thanks so much for stream. Have a nice work, says Teletalumbi. Hearts, Dream Cartographer. Yeah, so the other only thing that we want to do with this vision board, I wanted to film the video to the shots of unimportant. Some of you guys know about it. But obviously someone crossed it out and said it's unimportant because he doesn't like that. Then also, I do want to gain more following, but I do thank all of you guys for being outstanding operatives in the Will-O-Wisp verse, I guess. And always supporting me just by chatting, talking, donating, following, liking, subscribing. I appreciate every single thing that you guys do, even just by viewing the stream, if you're viewing it in the future when I post it to YouTube, or if you're lurking now and you haven't said anything. I still appreciate you so much. And trolling, says WildZooGuy. Well, as long as you're not trolling too bad. But thank you guys so much, and sorry again for this weird setup. I'm gonna try to have it better next time, and I'm gonna try to have someone be able to talk and say the alerts, because it's not the same without obligatory associate playing every 5 seconds. So much love. Thank you so much. God bless. Much success with all of the projects you guys are working on. I appreciate you guys so very much. I cannot even rate anybody because I do not know how to do this in the interface of OBS, but I pray you guys have an awesome, wonderful, blessed day. It is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. For those of you who celebrate it, have a blessed day as well. Happy MLKJ Day. And I'm just going to end the stream because I cannot rate anybody, and I don't even have credits. So the credits are you, your name, you. Thank you to you. And thank you to John McNally for voicing someone. We did hear him today. I love you guys so much. Have a blessed one. And I've got to go to work. Bye-bye. And I don't even know how to stop the stream because this is OBS and I'm really confused. Happy MLK. Yep. Thanks. MLK Day. I like that. Handshakes, gifts. I really don't know what to press. Okay, I think I have it. Okay, bye. If I'm still here, let me know.